about your game tonight? What stood out to you?
I felt pretty good. I could have shot the ball a little better. I could have done some things a little better, but all in all, I think I did okay.
All right then, one more. If you were a GM, where would you draft yourself in this draft?
Easy. I'd draft myself top 3 without giving it a second thought. I may not look like it right now, but I guarantee you people will look back on this draft and ask themselves, what were all those teams thinking when they passed on this guy? Guarantee it, baby.
Okay then, I think we got what we needed. Appreciate you taking the time to meet with us.
Nice performance tonight. I'm GM and President of Team Operations for the Dallas Mavericks. We're picking 17th in the upcoming draft and are very interested in what you bring to the table. All right, let's get to it. Here in Dallas, we have an owner whose goal for this franchise every year is to bring home a title. He's willing to spend a lot of money to make that happen, as he has proven in the past. We bring players in, and if they don't perform, we bring in new players who will. There's a lot of pressure to perform here. Do you think you can handle that kind of pressure?
There's been pressure for me to perform for my entire life. Obviously, it's never been on this scale, but it was pressure nonetheless. All I want is to win. And that's clearly what the goal is in Dallas. I want to be a part of that tradition in a big way.
Next question. Talk about what you have to improve on as you make the jump to the next level. We'd like to see what you think about your game as a whole.
Primarily my focus and being mentally tougher. I need to study the game and watch the players in front of me and learn. I also need to learn from the veteran guys so I can step in and contribute when my name is called.
Okay, I think I've heard all I needed to hear for now. You're definitely someone we can use on our team. Now we just need you to be available when it's our turn to pick.
Well played out there tonight. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm the GM of the Denver Nuggets. We're picking 20th in the upcoming draft. We love what we saw in you and want to ask you some questions to see how well you'd fit in with us. Question number 1. We feel like we already have good point guard depth on our roster with Ty Lawson leading the way, but it's our duty as an organization to explore every position for depth. How do you think you would mesh with Lawson in the backcourt?
Ty would be an excellent sidekick, man. I know as soon as I arrive on the scene that I'm going to be the go-to guy and lead the team to the promised land. Having a playmaker who can score as well would just make that all the easier. We would definitely be the core that you could build around. Definitely.
Okay, last question. As a younger team, I feel like we have a lot of opportunities for you. I'm here to tell you that you have a chance to be our franchise centerpiece if you put in the work. How many other teams can offer you that? That being said, we still have a couple of years ahead of us where we're going to be acquiring young talent and assets. We might struggle a bit in those years. Are you going to be able to remain focused during the rebuilding years?
I've never really lost in my entire life. I've always been good enough to propel every team I've ever been on to success. I realize the NBA will be different in that regard, at least at the start of my career. This will really test my patience, but as a man, I'm definitely up for the challenge.
Okay, good stuff. We'll be in touch if we have any other questions.